Good evening, Pisces. Good evening, Pisces. We're going to start with your reading. We have a full moon in Pisces. Actually, it's just moving out of the full moon. It was 2 days ago. However, we're still under the influence of the full moon until the 27th, where Mercury goes into retrograde. I'm Starseed Heart, and this is our channel Vibes. We're going to start off with a starseed card, a vibrational card, and move into a starseed oracle card. And then we're going to use some tarot and a few galactic heritage cards, and then clarify at the end if we need any clarification. So excited to have you here, Pisces. All the readings I have had today have been extreme water. And I'm a Scorpio myself, so I'm also water. So we're looking forward to seeing what type of energy that we're bringing today. All right, so we're going to start out with a starseed theme card. These cards are by Nari Anastasia. They're the starseed cards of wisdom and spiritual growth. So the card that we received out of our shuffle is celebration. So celebrate your achievements. You truly are a gift to the universe. Exciting. So far, our theme is exciting, Pisces. Okay, here we go. Divine, give us a message to Pisces for the week of September 22nd through September 27th. The last reading I did, we had Neptune, 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 which was your ruling planet. We have the Nine of Cups. Ooh, tons of choices. The Magician. All the possibilities. The King of Swords. Yes, what a beautiful reading. And the Knight of Wands. So we have something being ushered into our life, and it's going to be cups overflowing and so many possibilities being ushered in here in the next week. Keep your eyes open. Make sure that you understand that even though all these cups are provided to us, as you can see here in these Nine of Cups, these are all choices, or they can all be resources, or they can all be building blocks. Okay, we don't have to choose one cup over the other, and especially if it doesn't resonate with you. The Magician brings in all these possibilities: money, growth, friends, abundance. And abundance to everyone is something different. Our drivers are different. Some people it's money, some people it's happiness, some people it's accomplishment, some people it's money and happiness and accomplishments. Sometimes it's a combo. Sometimes it's just nature, or being abundant with having everything that you need. We're going to pull a Starseed Oracle card here and see what message it brings to us. So okay. We're having a technical difficulty here. One moment. that was minute. That didn't take that long to fix. Okay, so the card that we received out of the Starseed Oracle deck for this week in Pisces is the Star Keeper. Beautiful card. You can see here that she's calling on her higher power, she or he, it's not gender specific. Cosmic ancestors see the light by staying grounded. So one of the things I do for grounding is I make sure I have houseplants. I make sure that I go outside because I am extreme water myself. I make sure I go outside in the grass and ground myself. Sometimes if I just have to lay in the sun, you don't have to be sunbathing. You can be fully clothed, but it's such a huge thing for a water sign, because at the time that you're sitting outside and you're grounding yourself, you're coming in contact with multiple elements, not just earth, but also air, and then your water. So the only thing you would need left is to be sitting by a campfire. I personally don't care for the influence of fire that much. It adds way too much to my energy, and I'm already a hyper person. It doesn't help me ground myself. But that's up to you. You have to know yourself. Juno is our influencer from our Arcane of Astrology deck, our Arcana of Astrology deck, which is by Clara Goodchild. And we are going to look up Juno real quick and do a quick reading. And then we're going to go back to the Star Keeper card and talk a little bit about that card and what it means to you in the next week. I don't believe in timeless readings. There can be futuristic cards in your reading. Maybe something that's going to be happening in the first quarter, second quarter, third quarter of next year. But the cards are influenced by the planets. Absolutely. They're influenced by the reader. They're influenced by our collective. Let me get to Juno here. Okay, Juno is an asteroid, by the way. So basically, when this card is showing up in the reading, it is signifying the partner. And its symbols are the peacocks, the lily, pomegranates, cows, and crowns. You could be moving into a business partnership this week, or have a business partner decision to make. You could be moving into a relationship or starting a relationship this week. But like this states, this is the perfect time to list your pros and cons, your indiscretions or your indiscretions. If your partner is not meeting your needs, or if you are not meeting your partner's needs. And this is a partner in business, money, and in love. I don't read strictly for love or career unless we have an actual personal reading, which I am more than happy to do. My link is below to my email, starseedheart@gmail.com, and we can discuss how to go about our personal readings. Personal readings require you to have your natal chart. If not, I can navigate you on how to get it. So this looks like a great week for making a partnering decision. Once again, this is Juno. And this is an asteroid, which is, I believe it is near Jupiter. And Pisces is influenced by Jupiter and Neptune. So this card signifies partnership. And it will, it has to do with Jupiter. So we're going to go into our starseed card, which is Star Keeper. And I'm not going to read these entire narratives because some of the narratives don't resonate with the reading itself. If you read it, it doesn't actually have any positive or negative influence. So it's really, some of it's not needed. But if it all does resonate, absolutely, I read it all. But at this point in time, we'll see in a moment. Okay, so we got to Star Keeper. Cosmic ancestor, seed the light by staying grounded. So we have quite a bit of water influence going on right now. We are in Virgo, I believe. We are have a full moon in Pisces, which is influenced by Neptune and Jupiter. Tons of water energy going on. And make sure you stay grounded. Like I said, you're an ancient keeper of the stars, here to anchor and seed your light in your unique way. You're likely being incarnated on Earth from some time, dedicated to an era of awakening and bringing about a long-awaited shift in the planet's evolution. We're at a tipping point now. The survival of Earth and all its species is coming to a head. The more grounded you remain during the transitional period, the more helpful you'll be. The more you tend to the flames of your own heart, the more love you'll anchor onto the planet. The wisdom of the stars is imprinted in your soul. The more soul fragments you call home, the more this wisdom is seated here. You may be called to be in different places in the world to anchor this light, perhaps to be taking a trip or living in a certain location. You may also find yourself experiencing awakening symptoms. The more grounded you remain, the more stable Earth energy will become, and the less reactive humanity will be. You're here for a double mission to grow as an individual and as a part of a larger collective. That's bringing about a shift in frequency. Trust that you can be in the world, but not of it, and lead a truly glorious life. That's one of the things that we have a hard time with as we go through our soul missions is that, and I'm going to take this off because I am getting so much water energy, it's coming off. We tend to forget that we're people, and we also need to focus on our life. And I see here the choices that you can make, supporting love, money, and career, but most likely your soul mission. Stay grounded for the next week, if not into the next month, as we move into Libra, because then we're going to be hit by tons of air. Place the card in the portal of your heart and whisper the following: I acknowledge that I am a star keeper. I choose to anchor my light and stay as grounded as possible. I'm going to put this in here for you. Staying grounded right now is your one core responsibility. All right, let's clarify the Magician. What possibilities? What possibilities does Pisces have in the next week? What's coming forth for Pisces in the next week, September 2021? So we have the Prince of Wands. you know, princes are always ushering in, and is this the mutable? Yes, this is the mutable fire sign. So we could be talking about a partnership with an Aries, a Leo, a Sagittarius. This is not a fixed thing. This is mutable. So this is something that you can choose to disregard. Or if you feel like you have the energy and you're grounded and you're stable in your life mission at this point in time, go for it. Because the universe will only bring to you what you can handle. At the same time, it's also challenging you to grow. If you're not ready for growth right now because you're not grounded, don't let something drag you and spiral you into a situation you're not ready for. You'll know if you're ready for it. If you see here the endless possibilities in this card, one in the Magician and what they have to offer, this is an offer. This is not an absolute. And here are your cups. Here's everything you have being offered to you. These are choices. These are not definites. These are variables. And then here, if you see this card, so much air in this card. Air flows and it comes back to you. It's not gone forever. It's infinite. So if you're ready for growth and opportunity right now, now's the time to do it. Whatever choice that's going to be brought forward to you. And I don't say that lightly as far as brought forth to you. This may be something you're starting, a new business, and it doesn't necessarily mean that someone else, and I know people get stuck on tarot, and I hate to get stuck on tarot. This is all energy. This is all movement and what's going on around you. You could be the person that's ushering in this for someone else or yourself. Could be a creation of a new business right here. And if so, go for it. If all these influences that you see in front of you are causing you to make that decision, do it. Awesome. You get the sun on the night. You know, this feels so much like you. It's your time, Pisces. You know, and the sun influences us daily. So your moon currently is in Pisces. The sun is currently in Virgo. And another thing I want to bring up is that Juno was the card you got as far as asteroid influence, and one of its symbols is a crown. And if you'll see the crown on her head in the sun, she's ushering in, and this could be a he or a toaster. Gender is not relevant at all in these readings. But if you can see here, whatever is being ushered in or you are ushering in is a really big growth opportunity, either for yourself or for someone else. And if someone else is ushering it in, all I tell people is be very mindful. Make sure you really understand when going into business, who you're going into business with. Go. Here we go again. More Pisces. You get the Wheel of Fortune, which is Jupiter. You're showing up so much in this reading, Pisces. This is your time. This is beautiful. It's almost like, you see here, the path is laid before you. All you have to do is make the choices. He's got his hands out. Here are your possibilities. Here are the opportunities. Here's what you have. Here's your community. Here's the people supporting you. Here's your support system. And he is just ushering this energy in? Do you want it? Do you want to take it? Do you want to try it? Are you sure? Are you not sure? That's all up to you. Endless possibilities here. And this is what this king, and like I've told you already, is not gender specific, is ushering into you. But it's kind of interesting to me because the Wheel of Fortune and the King of Swords, if you look at this person, two different decks, completely different artwork. This is a starseed deck. This is the, hold on a moment, I have it around here, the Celestial Tarot deck. And this is the Wheel of Fortune. And I don't even know what this deck is, but I've had it forever. And this is the King of Swords. And this could be you. But just remember, the path is already laid out. It's already defined for you. Here are your choices and here's your support system. Don't forget about this support system up here. And this is not just a physical support system. If you see, it goes all the way up into the planets. All the way. Spirit is with you in these choices. You can't make a wrong move in the next month. In the next week. As long as it feels good for you, you can't make a wrong move. If something doesn't feel good for you, regardless if it's in the stars or not, it doesn't feel good for you. And they're ushering in of this just so many possibilities. It's just amazing to me when I do these readings. Okay, so we have our last card, and we're going to be defining the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups for Pisces. And the week of September 22nd through September 27th. All right, let's see what we get, Pisces. And the King of Swords. Yeah. And this is not, the Knight here is symbolizing that something is being ushered in. This is the type of energy. I really feel like this career base, when in this deck, when I've used it, and I've been using this deck for a really long time in the past, the wands to me are work. And we're in the year of the ox, which is definitely put in the planning, put in the groundwork. 2021 is the year of the ox. If you put in the planning and the groundwork in 2021 and the hard work, good things are going to be coming for you in fruition. And when I see the Knight of Wands, I always feel like somebody is ushering in a career opportunity here. And then we have the King of Swords again to clarify the Nine of Cups. Now, if you look at these two cards, this one is all the possibilities that can be offered to you in this decision. And he's very, very confident in his stance. Very confident. And then you have the King of Swords in this deck that's clarifying it. And look what he has. I love this deck because it acknowledges our soul and our spirit. But just look at all the energy that goes around these choices that you have to make. It could be home. It could be in business. It could be to sell your house. It could be to buy a new house. It could be anything, any of these possibilities. So much symbolism here in this card of what's being offered to you in the next week. Or you may be offering others. It's being ushered in by the air. If you can see the air and the birds that are in flight. Great reading for this week, Pisces. Thank you very much. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy our readings. And we'll be back with you next week as Mercury goes into retrograde. Have a good one.